Hey, my dear readers. I was waiting for you. Welcome back to the world of Miss Little Void. Today, you're listening to Digging, Part 4. Come closer. It's just getting interesting. Jenny sat alone in her dimly lit apartment, surrounded by printouts, scribbled notes, decrypted employer chats, and long email chains from hacked inboxes. For days, she had gone through everything, cross-checking budget allocations, verifying tender documentation, even snooping into the personal records of people who had worked on a Samara. Nothing was out of place. She'd interviewed ex-employees discreetly under various guises. Most of them vented out of bitterness, not evidence. Words soaked in resentment, not facts. They called Samara too clean, impossible to please, cold, but not corrupt. Not once did anyone mention backdoor deals or favors. The worst they could say was that she was demanding. Finally, Jenny compiled what she could: project documents, budget forecasts, timelines. All of it checked out. There was no hidden narrative, no sinister undercurrent. Just a woman who had presented a compelling case for a tender and won it fair and square. She sent it to the client. Minutes later, the reply came.
There's nothing here. This is all you can do?
Jenny exhaled, staring at the screen. She replied honestly.
What if she's genuinely a good person? Maybe we're trying to uncover something that doesn't exist.
The client's response came fast and cold.
If you're trying to find something from the outside, you never will. Do you think she's stupid? If there is anything shady, only she would know, and she won't tell, unless you're inside. Otherwise, we stop here. I'll pay the second installment, and we're done.
Jenny's fingers hovered over the keyboard. It was the first time in her career that someone questioned her ability. She had always delivered, always stayed ahead. She had broken into data centers without stepping into buildings, extracted secrets from locked servers halfway across the world. But this was different. Samara didn't have locks to break. She didn't have dirt to uncover. Jenny could feel something unfamiliar building inside her. Frustration, yes, but also something softer. Doubt, admiration maybe. She shook it off.
Don't write me off yet. If outside data won't help, I'll go closer. I'll find something. Leave the rest to me.
The client responded simply.
Good. I hope you do better.
And with that, the second payment came through. Jenny leaned back, staring at the ceiling. She had never relied on proximity. That was too risky. She preferred data, silent, obedient, factual. But this was a challenge now. Not just about payment, not even just about pride. This was about knowing. Was she wrong about Samara? The problem was, Jenny had already infiltrated the company through logistics. There was only so much she could do from that department without raising alarms. If she wanted to get close, it wouldn't be through work. It had to be through life, accidents, coincidences, moments. She would have to make Samara notice her, not as an employee, not as a file keeper, but as a person. She had never used emotional manipulation as a tool before, but now it seemed necessary. Dangerous. Absolutely. Because she wasn't sure if the person she was trying to fool was already quietly seeing through her. But Jenny had made up her mind. She was going to dig deeper. Not with her codes, not with her tools, but with herself. And that was far more dangerous than anything she'd done before. The following week passed like a carefully laid trap that refused to snap. Jenny had tried everything. She intentionally dropped a stack of procurement files outside Samara's office, hoping to be seen picking them up with flustered charm, but a finance team member rushed to help her first. She lingered near the boardroom corridor, only for an unexpected client meeting to trigger a full-floor lockdown by security. She even faked a glitch in the logistics dashboard, but IT patched it before it escalated to Samara's desk. Every attempt was swallowed by luck, strange timing, or some cruel twist of irony. Each day she returned to her apartment with a growing mix of irritation and awe. Samara was elusive, not because she avoided people, but because the world seemed to dance around her, shielding her from contrivance. It was frustrating. It was oddly fascinating. It was humbling. One Friday evening, the sky still held a soft, golden warmth. Jenny stood alone on the rooftop terrace of the office building, leaning gently against the railing. Her eyes closed, letting the wind brush her face. Her thoughts were anything but still. Ideas tumbled restlessly. What else could she try to run into Samara naturally? Could she pretend to need help with reports? No, that already failed. Should she plant a bug in the conference floor? Too risky. Maybe the cafeteria? No, always too many people. The elevator trick? Already foiled when it stopped on the wrong floor. She had tried and failed for days, and now, standing in the quiet air, Jenny felt caught in a maze she couldn't solve. Her eyes stayed closed, fingers lightly gripping the edge of the railing, letting the breeze try to hush her racing mind.
Are you all right?
Her eyes fluttered open. She turned her head slightly, heart skipping, not out of fear, but from the shock of recognition. That voice, that calm, soothing tone, it's Samara. Of all the moments, after all the efforts, fate had brought her here, just like that. No plan, no script. Jenny blinked, surprised, almost laughing to herself at the irony. Thank you for staying till the very end. If your heart's still racing, don't worry. The next chapter might just answer what this one didn't. Until then, keep wondering. This is Miss Little Void signing off.